Okay. Now let's talk about Clark of the Indiana Fever and her 60 Minutes interview. But before we get started, I want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Gertie Mac Show, taking y'all time to subscribe to the channel, liking and sharing all my videos. I really appreciate all that. Now let's go. So Clark has been blazing and glazing like a Krispy Kreme donut, and she's been shooting 3-pointers from long range like a sniper. But a lot has changed since the rookie from Iowa came into the WNBA as the #1 draft pick. Now, she recently became the Rookie of the Year, a title that was going back and forth between her and Chicago Sky Angel Reese. But after Angel Reese's injury, people kind of knew that that title would none other go to Clark of the Indiana Fever. Now, after the WNBA break, the Indiana Fever and Clark was on a roll like toilet tissue. They was winning games after games after games. They was on a streak. It felt like no one can stop them. And then they also finally clinched the 6th seed in the WNBA playoffs. But we all know the Indiana Fever, Clark, was swept in the first round of the WNBA playoffs by none other than the Connecticut Sun. The first game, they got blowed out like a birthday candle, but the second game was actually a better matchup. They actually came very, very close to winning. So now we move on with life after basketball, because it's going to be a little minute before we see Clark play again. So recently, Clark did a sit-down interview with 60 Minutes, Jon Wertheim, and people are kind of feeling upset or not liking what Jon had to say about Clark. Now, they touched on a lot of things about getting more in depth into her dynamics and everything going into her 3-pointers from the logos. But even though people know that Clark brought a big spotlight to the WNBA, fans everywhere, I mean, they would go to away games and it would be more Clark fans in the stands than it was for the home team. But with that being said, Jon Wertheim feel a little differently. He feel like even though Clark did bring some spotlight, that the spotlight is really not her. It's the WNBA. Y'all check out what he had to say.
Clark may be the WNBA's Rookie of the Year.
This is my off day. You guys are putting me through a workout. It's crazy.
But the real breakthrough star this season is the league itself.
So you heard Jon say that Clark was a breakout star, but the real breakout was the league itself. Now, a lot of people are confused about what he's saying, because how can you say that the WNBA is the real breakout for this 2024 year when all the proof in the pudding all over social media, every game that Clark attended, stats, records, attendance, everything, even the WNBA All-Star game was sold out for the first time in history. So, of course, Clark want the spotlight to disseminate to every other team, because in order for the league to grow, it's going to have to be more than just people coming to see Clark. They're going to have to see others. But people feel like, how can he fix his mouth to say that Clark was not the real breakout superstar when most of the spotlight and the fans in the stands for this year was solely because of her? And then you also had Angel Reese to add to that, for the fans that she brought in. So you can't say the league itself was a spotlight when the league itself was struggling for a long time to even get people to attend the games. You even recently had Cheryl Swoops on Angel Reese's podcast admit basically that Clark and what she has done for the WNBA, she had to give her flowers. And y'all know Cheryl Swoops has been in the media, in the spotlight, for basically, people consider her that she doesn't like Clark. But she settled all of that on Angel Reese's podcast. Check out what she had to say.
I am going to give Caitlin Clark her flowers. Yes, I said that.
Oh my God.
No. But and I'm not going to put it together. I'm going to give Caitlin her flowers because I think what she has done coming into this league absolutely has brought more eyes, whether you like them or not, but has brought more eyes, more marketing. Like, people just want to watch the game and they want to talk about it. Even those that don't know anything about it, they talk about it. And I'm not going to give Caitlin her flowers without giving you your flowers.
Thank you.
So if we're going to talk about the real breakthrough star for the WNBA, and yes, there's a lot of people that paved the way. Cheryl Swoops, Lisa Leslie, the list goes on, way before there was a Caitlin Clark. But we're strictly talking about the spotlight that the WNBA obtained this year, 2024. You have to be fair and give that credit to Caitlin Clark, because the proof was shown the whole season. It was shown that when Indiana Fever played, the numbers was through the roof. People wanted to see Caitlin Clark. Now, as it continues to go on, there will be others that, will be able to get that spotlight and be able to share it with Caitlin Clark, to where you can have more than just one person that is bringing people to the games. But y'all get in the comments, tell what y'all think. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video. Also hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I drop another video, and also follow my social media at GreaterMac15. Holla.